Hello YouTube, thank you for watching the Low End Mopar YouTube channel. This is a video of my newly acquired 1991 Chrysler New Yorker Salon. I am extremely excited about this car. I've been looking for one just like this for the past 5 years to replace the gold 1990 New Yorker that I had before that was destroyed by a drunk driver. Sadly, that car gave its life while it was sitting parked in a parking lot, and a woman turned the corner, didn't stop turning, and destroyed it. So anyway, this is my new 1990 New Yorker Salon. Best part is this car cost me $100. It's in very nice shape, all in all, considering it is 28 years old. I do have the hubcaps for it. They're the locking wire wheel covers. It has the Mark Cross leather interior, and with the exception of a single dent in the trunk, it is virtually flawless on the outside. And this can probably be fixed with paintless dent repair, as it didn't even damage the paint. This was a one-owner vehicle. It currently has just over 101,000 miles on it. Excuse me, I'm busy watching over my shoulder because I am in the middle of the street, and this street does get kind of busy sometimes. Potentially the most amazing thing is that the factory security system still works. It is a sharp looking car, and I love the gold color, champagne color, because it doesn't show dirt. Anyway, it is a Salon, so it's not the higher end Fifth Avenue. This is after they quit making the Landau. But it does have the cornering lights. It has the security system. It has the Infinity One sound system. It has the automatic day-night mirror, the illuminated entry system, leather interior is virtually flawless. It could definitely stand to be vacuumed out. Dash isn't cracked. It's in really nice shape overall. There are a few things. The wood trim there broke off. I do have the fake wood trim still for it. I'm gonna have to glue all of those down. The headliner has some cosmetic issues, but it's not sagging. It has a few punches in it, and I am thinking that somebody must have moved something in here that tore into the headliner, which is unfortunate, but it's not sagging, which from a functional standpoint, this one's in a lot better condition than most. Most are sagging like crazy. Pockets in the seat backs. It has the really neat area to put your cups, and a little storage bin in the armrest. All of the electronics work. Lock the front doors, and you'll see the security system does set. takes 15 seconds. The actuators, if I can manage to not drop my keys. The actuators and the door locks do work to ensure that the alarm doesn't go off when you open the doors. Get in. Electric seats work. All the windows work. Power door locks work. Stereo works. Air conditioning blows ice cold. Automatic day-night mirror works exactly as it should. Put on my seatbelt. I'll fire her up. Very quiet, smooth running. She's going to need new struts in the front. This is the factory windshield. Stereo works great. I'd play it, but there isn't really much point in doing that. Besides, it'd get tagged for copyright infringement. You can see these wood trim pieces need to be glued back down. That tends to happen to all of these. Very common issue as they age. Struts in the front definitely need to be replaced. Take you for a quick roll around this parking lot real quick. All in all, pretty quiet. But those struts do need replaced. Transmission fluid looks beautiful. The engine runs nice and smooth. Automatic door locks work. The gold New Yorker that I had before was not as high-end as this one is. Feature set wise, this one added electric door locks, the electric seats, the auto day-night mirror, the infinity stereo, the security system, the leather seats. One thing it doesn't have, which I find kind of interesting, is it does not have the automatic climate control. That I don't care a whole lot about. It's a cute feature, but doesn't do much good. Now, I will say, part of me wishes that it had the digital gauge cluster. Now, I've wired in more digital gauge clusters in my time than I even remember at this point. I've done it. I can do it. Take me an hour to do. Not a big deal, but I'm debating with myself whether or not it's something I even care that much to do. I mean, these gauges look really nice. The needles are still bright orange. So part of me is kind of feeling like just leaving it the way it is. The one thing that I really do wish it had would be the little trip computer, which I, again, can install in one of two places. One place would be over here, where that little visual message center is. But I don't know if I want to take that out, because that tells you which door is ajar and so on and so forth, which I think is something that I want. The other place is they made the overhead console, which goes up here. I even have one, I think, that's in the right color scheme. However, I don't know if putting that in there is something that I really want. I mean, do I really need to have the instantaneous fuel economy? I'd have to do a lot more wiring if I wanted to install an engine node and have the compass and the outside temperature and all that stuff. I'd have to do even more work if I wanted to put the headlights out, tail lights out, brake lights out, modules in, and, you know, just for the sake of having the fuel economy up there is not really needed. I mean, I know what these things get mileage-wise. In the city, at least here in Denver, you're going to get about 16.5 miles to the gallon with this engine in this car. I've had many of these cars. They all seem to consistently get that kind of mileage. On the highway, 24-ish. So, I mean, it really isn't that big a deal. Otherwise, it is about as feature-packed as I could want it. I read through the owner's manual, and from what I could tell, the Salon did not get the option of the electronic features package. So you didn't get the digital gauge cluster in this car. You didn't get the overhead console in this car, at least not in this model year. So I don't know. It may not be worth the aggravation. I like those things, but the analog gauge cluster gives you just as much information as the digital one does. I could put in the cluster I have for the 85 LeBaron GTS, which would give me a tach. But I don't know. Do I really even need a tach in this car? This car, tach doesn't really fit its personality, does it? I'd love to hear you guys' comments and thoughts. I'm just kind of rambling here. I don't script these videos. Maybe I should, but these are just my thoughts right now, and thinking about my new car. And all in all, I really do like it. Got the original keys, got the original paperwork, original title. I mean, it's they don't come too much cleaner than this. I guess I could show you under the hood. Under the hood isn't all that pretty. This thing is sat in a garage for the past 5 years, not being run. I suppose I could also show you the alarm in action. So you press the door lock button to activate the alarm system, and you shut the door, and you'll see the light set. It's not flashing because I opened the hood, but it will set and monitor all the other sensors. Need to get a new light bulb for under here. But it's a 3.3. It's got some seeping around the valve covers. It's not leaking much. I'll probably just power wash this and be done with it. That serpentine belt might need to be replaced eventually. Probably needs to be replaced now. Coolant reservoir is up to the top. All the fluids are clean. The transmission fluid is clean, good. That's important on an A604. Transmission fluid is clean. That's important on an A604. Transmission fluid is clean. That's important on an A604. Transmission does seem to shift a little harsh from first to second. I mean, granted, I haven't had a whole lot of time to retrain the TCM yet, but battery was disconnected for a long time, so it may just need to be relearned. It also has the factory TCM in it, which I will probably just yank out of there and replace it with an updated one that I have lying around. All in all, though, she's in good shape. Yeah, I'm half curious to see if shutting the hood right now will result in the alarm going off. No, it did not. I'm telling you, I'm so tired of the traffic noise today. You know, anyway, if you simply unlock the door, it won't set off the alarm. But if you open the door, it will set it off. Put the key in, turn it, it turns off. You know, if you go and disconnect the battery, I don't have these tied down real tight right now, so I should just be able to pull that off of there and put it back on. First thing you'll notice is the outside lights are flashing. And open the door, you'll see the theft alarm light flashing. And the chime will chime. Now if I go and try to start it, another interesting thing is you'll see that flashes because it's just turning the lights on and off, the marker lights. If we try to start it though, it cuts power to the fuel pump. She won't start. So So now if I put the key in the door and I actuate the lock, you'll see the light will stop flashing. And then when I get back in, she will fire right up. Just like that. Well, everyone, thank you for watching. I know it's been a very long time since I've made a video. I appreciate you all remaining subscribed. If you're new to the channel and you like what you saw, please consider subscribing. Hit the bell. I should be making more videos soon. And yeah, thank you all so much. Take care, and I'll see you next time.